Oh, yeah. Alright. Alrighty. I mean, oh, man. I'm so excited for this. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, Ashok's cool. Oh, this guy's an uncommon, huh? I have to start with Slimefoot. I have to start with Slimefoot. I have to. I have to. Oh, I have to. 25. I didn't know this was in. Hmm. Artisan Brawl. Wait, where was Cast Down? It's Artisan. I've never played this, actually. I don't know if they've ever had Artisan Brawl. Like, ever. I don't know if I have ever played this. Crop rotation. Oh, wait. No, this doesn't really do anything. I'll put it in for now, but I don't think it does anything. Pollinator is actually a thing here, maybe? This actually is a mythic rare. This actually should be a mythic rare. finished your run with Raph? I don't think the run ever stops, buddy. There's no finishing. It's not over until Thursday. You stay on that treadmill. I don't remember last time. I don't remember last time at all. Maybe standard? No, I've played 100 card. I've played this 100 card singleton without a commander, an artisan, 100 card artisan. I've never seen Artisan Brawl. I think this is the first time. That's my take. I have to look it up though. I feel like I'd remember. There's Kami. Why am I struggling? Why am I struggling? Beanstalk? Well, so far, absolutely not. Error, please use a what? Okay, well, I'm not going to worry about that. It wants me to change keyframe frequency, which I have no idea what that is. I'm not worried about that. Sounds like a bunch of mumbo jumbo to me. Bunch of nonsense. I think I'm gonna play all the landfall cards. Oh, Death Sprout. Golgari Feinbroker with the Saga. That's not good anymore. Been a long time. Yeah, the Eldest Reborn Golgari Feinbroker combo. How easy? What is Val? What is the Val combo missing? Would be my question. I don't know what it's missing. That could be maybe really difficult to find it. There's a lot of recursion, a lot of defense. It's just hard to find the 2/2. I don't need Arcane Signet. Fuel tank? What? The discount thing? I'm actually curious about... Do I even have a Val list? The heck just happened? Oh, well, yeah. I mean, this is just going right back to the drawing board. You can't play anything. Yeah, I'm gonna say probably not. Probably not. Unless you just don't care and you just mulligan until you find it. I don't look like it's a... That's probably not happening. Yeah, Honest Rutstein's interesting, I guess. Kinda? I don't think I need that. Alright. For the sake of jamming as many decks into this event as possible, we're just going to send it like this for now. Sure, it'll change a bunch, though. I have no idea what to expect. Artisan Brawl, which is uncommons and commons only. I can't remember ever playing this before. I've played the Singleton 100 card, uncommons and common format, but I don't recall ever playing with a commander. Apparently it's been around before. I just have absolutely no memory of it, which is weird because I most assuredly would have played it. So I don't know. But anyways, Slimefoot, this is my paper Artisan commander. It's my paper Pauper commander as well, but I play Artisan, and this is what I play. We don't have all the same cards, and it's multiplayer, but this is just one of my favorite uncommon commanders ever, and I'm going to start with it. So you make fungus, you make saprolings, you cast black-green value stuff, and that's it. I'm not going to talk too much. We're just going to play the game. That's what we're going to do. Once I find the button. There it is. Found the button. We're good. Found the button. Do you guys remember when? I don't remember. I wouldn't have remembered when. Do we have 25 life? Yeah. Last time it was 20 life, but there was no commander. So, hey, look, the first opponent's Val. All right. Well, hopefully it's not a cesspool of dumbness. Actually, if I knew that, I probably would have gotten rid of Cast Down. Because I think both pieces are legendary. Also, no fetch lands. Tender not the best here. It's still okay. I mean, I don't have a problem with playing it here. I'm sorry, what? Okay. Let's play the mill game. Let's cast Slimefoot? Sure. Just chilling. Oathbreaker event? Is that what it was called? Well, we came here to leave up saplings, so that's what we're gonna do. I can only tap this once, though. Maybe I should just mill again. No, I'll make a sapling. Carrot cake. That makes a rabbit? Sure. Gladiator. Ah. Gladiator. I remember the name of that one. I'm gonna just mill now. And I assume my opponent will block saplings, and I can't say I really care about that, so you can block saplings. That's what they're there for. Do I swing with the... Yeah, we swing with the Molt Tender, right? Yeah. Oh, no. We shouldn't have swung with the Molt Tender. Rip. I'm not going to block or kill it in response, because that would be tapping out, which is not great. I don't think they're the most populated creature type is human, but it could be. Oh, it is not capable of dying of that. Obvious protection spell is obvious. I think I leave up a sapling, because I can't take myself off of this. Also, I don't have a land anyways. I could have warped it, I guess. So it's about the same as just making a sapling. So. What happens when you surveil? Life? Okay. I can... No, I think I'd rather just leave up my ability here. No, just make a... Yeah, they have a green protection spell. I know this for a fact. Warp this? Probably end up channeling that. Okay, well, it's in play, so... I just lose now? Because they have a green protection spell? Cool. Well, that's an enjoyable first game. I'm glad that happened to us. Can't wait for that to be every game and ruin this format. See, it's fine. I think. Maybe not. I might need black mana, you know. So... yeah, just play this. Yeah, Oathbreaker has the side spell or whatever. Boy, this is so fun. I'm having so much fun. Alright, well, I guess I have to take out all the fun cards I was excited to play. My bad. I thought we were gonna have fun for the next 3 days. Silly me. I don't even want to play the format now. Don't even feel like playing it. I just snuffed out my desire to play this. Unearth is actually kind of neat. Wither and Bloom? Maybe. Could probably cast this Grasp of Darkness pretty easily. Dismember. Oh, this is an uncommon, huh? Nowhere to run? Alright, whatever. I forgot to take out crop rotation. That's funny. I actually don't really like Molt Tender that much. No, we just added like 10 more spells. It's fine. Mana curve is really low. Could take another land out. Let's take out 2 basics, add you. I feel like Explorer lets me down a lot. I don't know, I've been kind of not interested in the Explore effects. All of your spells have Ward 1? Is that what that is? Okay, they shut down Lantern Rails, I guess. Okay. Well. Weird. Weird commander. Let's play what we would miss the least. This one. I feel like a wall of counterspells isn't too intimidating. Could be, though. This thing? That's very good here. Probably can outpace my opponent's deck with that card. Provisioner is pretty good. I'll just take this. I'll just take that. That's fine. Wait. Single target. Okay, so heist. This is pretty decent here, I think. This doesn't seem like it's entirely able to function every turn on like the end step, but we'll see. Let's lead with this. Well, that's annoying. Alright, I can just freely cast this though. I'm always playing a tap land, so let's just see if it resolves first. And I don't really have a big incentive to attack. Actually, I can't attack. What am I talking about? I can't even attack if I want to. Doesn't do anything. The clifftop also has reach. So it has to be dealt with if they evolve into flying or something. This might actually do something. I don't think they're winning with the draw-go game because we make fungus. We make saprolings the whole time. We can make 2 right now, actually. I can start to swing, but the damage race isn't favoring me. And I'd rather not just cast this to combat trick my opponent. They can recast their commander and it doesn't really get me anywhere. Doesn't seem I'm not capitalizing on such tempo. Can make a second annoying threat in the form of fungus slowly instead of all in on the lookout. I suppose. And they probably would block it. Let's just pass the turn. Is my opponent might be confused as to why I have a blue spell? Is that what's going on? They're trying to figure out how I got that? I don't know. They're looking at a bunch of stuff. Oh, look, it's flying. Crazy. Okay. Well, this was inevitable. Can I draw anything in the game, please? That would be great. I guess not. Literally any card. I've drawn 5 lands in a row. Nope. Guess not. Silly me. Does this have reach by any chance? It does not. Well, there's, I mean, yep. An endless mountain of removal. Can't draw it. 55 removal spells. Nope. I think I'm running all the village rights effects. Vampiric Rites is pretty nice. Try that. Isn't there another one? Oh, this is only once per turn, which I think is just fine. That is 37 lands. It's actually less, yeah, it's 37. I'm not using treasure tokens too well here. Food tokens are kind of interesting. Nah, I probably don't want Provisioner. There's better rant spells than Settle. Especially without like any giant dumb stuff in my deck. Alright, well, I mean, I could run more removal, but I don't know how that would help if I don't draw it anyways. It was like literally a fourth of my deck was removal spells. I feel like I'm fine. I mean, they have a bunch of spells in their hand, but still, I can't even make a show of it without drawing with anything. I mean, okay. Oh, I forgot this is in the deck. This could just be a removal spell as well. Yeah, let's play this tapped. I don't have to play this for 20 turns. I will play a 2... Oh, wait, maybe not. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to get the gate. I need more green. I want more green. Holy, Amps Raptor is in the format. Oh, okay. Forgot about that one. Surely my opponent can't kill this. And it makes 1/1s that they probably don't care about anyways. Oh, no, silly me. Could have just played this, I guess. It's not really... Doesn't matter if it's in play or not. Okay, surely we get Slimefoot this go round, right? Let's just unearth. that's good. I'm not gonna swing here. Protection from coyotes? Huh? Well, this is why we didn't swing. Alright, it's looking like we might have stabilized. We shall see. Well, that's ideal. What if we blocked... Yeah, we're just gonna block it then, that's fine. I'm not gonna let the clockwork die, so I'll just sack that one. Did I already use this? I didn't. Alright, now I should definitely block it. We can swing for 2 here at this point. Alright, now it's looking like we're stabilized. Now it's kind of looking like that. Can you exhaust with a... Yeah, it doesn't tap it. You can do whatever you want. Look at that. Look at that. The Sapperlings did it through all of that. That's crazy. They had the, I think this is banned in Standard, actually. And Amped Raptor is banned in Modern. That's ridiculous. Okay, we're on the board. On the board. Is there... I still feel like I'm oddly... Well, it's not too bad because I can use the mana I draw. I can use the mana. I'm playing... Like, I had 50... I have 37 lands, and I'm ending games with 16 lands all the time. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. I don't know what to tell you. But I can use the mana to make Sapperlings. It is obviously the slowest thing in the universe to do, but there we saw it actually got there. I need more card draw again. What else draws cards? Like how do wait? What about you? Do you do it? Sacrifice an artifact or creature, draw a card. That's a kind of another one of those things. So sack, draw. Ideally, ones that do it multiple times. Sack 2 creatures. This is possible, but it's probably not worth it. This is like a 500 mana investment. Frantic Search? Huh? But draw 3, discard 3, untap 3. I don't really care about that one too much. What else do we have that draws in sacks? Also, I don't think I genuinely like the fungus spore crown. Like, this is cool. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's just fine. Oh, I thought it was draw 3, discard 3, not draw 2, discard 2. Isn't it draw 3, discard 3? Or am I thinking of a different one? Frantic Research? Instead of Frantic Search? And it costs 3 mana? I could have swore it was draw 3. What do I know? And a Arabella, the doll, yeah. Probably a solid commander here. Doubt it. Guess we could just play another one. I really want the ones that I can continuously use. But there's not really anything wrong with the ones that you use once either, honestly. Costly Plunder and the like. Fine. There's not a ton of them. What about this one? This is spammable, but the first one is only 1 card, which I don't like. Yeah, that's... The exchange ratio with Saprolings is actually quite low with that one. Alright. Did I take out that dog? I didn't. I don't like the dog here. It's nice with Saprolings, but once we're already at that point, I don't think the surveilling with the Saprolings is that amazing. I can't bring myself to take out these 2 cards, so I can't do it. This is only a permanent, right? There's actually not a lot of permanents in the deck, so maybe I can take it out. There's a lot of spells, honestly. And without that card, Elder Reborn obviously is not real. Yeah, alright. I thought if it was any card, I'd keep those, but Fine Broker is permanents. Which is unfortunate. Humula what's it? Sack a creature, draw a card. Okay. Sack it. Each opponent loses life equal to the amount of spaghetti on the... Yeah, alright, that works. It's not real. I've been lied to. I'm being lied to. Give me a fake card that's a 5-minute timeout. I have not collected. Don't I? Yeah, not collected is on. Literally throwing. Actually throwing. Song of Freylis is cool. Yeah, this works, especially late. If I have like 10 Saprolings, it's cascading. Oh man, if we had Sprout Swarm. Sprout Swarm is the card. It's the card. Like, that's the card. Speaking of Sprout Swarm, is there any actual Convoke? No. There's no real Convoke. Okay. I'm taking out Explore. You can't stop me. I'm over it. We could play the Eldrazi that has like the weird Annihilator. It's not awful. It's a bit random though. Shave a lamb. Mana curve is extremely low, and there are a lot of mana dorks, so claim our prize. Oh. Hey, look at that. Just in time for the format we're playing. Just in time for the format. I've only seen the Val and Finn once, the first two. There's not a lot of crazy expensive things for Emoti. I can envision it kind of running out of things to do, but I do have to kind of make the game last that long. I think I go for black here. Yeah. I can play my commander next turn. There's not any counter spells in Emoti. There probably isn't a lot of counter spells in general in this format, honestly. I don't know what playing Slimefoot actually does, so I'm just not going to cast it right now. It's not like it's really doing anything. Discard a card, you fool! And then potentially again next turn. I sure showed them. Oh, they have to think about it. Good sign. What is this? Green Dragon. Alright. You got it. I will do it again. Yeah, we'll miss it the least if there's a counterspell. Again, I don't think Emoti's playing counterspells. It doesn't make a lot of sense. We draw a card, right? Yeah, okay. I drew the worst card in my deck. This is actually the worst card, right? Because a land would have been good, and also a Kami would have at least turned into lands. This is actually the worst card in my deck right now. I can replace it with other cards in my hand. Do I? I mean, again, the logic is I don't really care about Emoti, especially how it continuously casts itself, and I can't, like, really stop that. So, I don't think there's much to do here about that. Do I play Grazer? I don't think I do. I don't think I play Grazer. I'd rather just leave this up in case something really weird happens. But I think there's just honest, expensive stuff, and until there is no longer any more expensive stuff to be cast out of their deck, there's a solid chance I can survive almost every single giant creature they play for the entire game. That is certainly a possibility. So this gives my two creatures the ability to tap for mana. Again, killing Emoti doesn't stop my opponent. It doesn't even really stall them out too well either. Let's just pass. Wait, when is this? Until your next turn. All right, so I can do what I want. They also actually need a spell to cast. You still need giant stuff to actually cast, otherwise you're not doing anything. That has Ward 3, sure. It doesn't have Trample, it doesn't fly. Do they swing with Emoti? Probably not. Although it does give them another trigger casting it. And they can easily cast it. Alright, let's play Grazer. Because I'm probably going to end up sacking that. Let's play this. I should actually sack it right now. Well, that's ironic. I could pick it up and do it again. Is that it's almost the exact same as making a Saproling, honestly. But it gets a land in play, so I'm okay with it. And then we pass. We have 4 mana. Do I cast a removal spell on anything? No, I don't think so. So, Chump Block Central is the name of the game right now. And again, unless they have actual big stuff to cast, it's not like Emoti even does anything. They didn't lead with the big expensive card. Okay, that's annoying. I'll admit. Still beatable, though. Is that an order? No, no. Order doesn't matter. Alright, they're in top deck mode. We can kill the crab. Do I make a sapperling? Or do I block and sack? It's more mana efficient to just block and sack, I think. Especially if it gives me more to do later. Yeah, I think we... This is an instant, right? Yeah, okay. Some of them aren't necessarily instants. Alright, they actually figured it out. That's kind of tragic. I'd rather them have not figured that out. That swinging with this is a good idea. Cut down. It's not really anything to kill the cut down. Alright, look at that. We got counters too, opponent. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Let's put a... Put it here? Like the last thing in play that I'd want to die. Blood Chief's Thirst is another removal spell. And the name of the game is kind of removal spells, so I guess I'll take that. Let's lose 7 killing this. And then... There's nothing to really cut down. No reason to swing. Made you a land, yep. I chump Emoti. Alright, look at that. I actually did it. I didn't interact with anything big, or except the giant creature. And this is what it looks like. Look how much mana my opponent has in play. They saw 30 cards. Yeah, it's... You need the big things, and I can probably just continuously kill the big things they cast. So they'd have to, like, cascade into 2 at once. But I am at the point where I'm kind of drawing almost 3 cards a turn? Almost? I can keep picking stuff up, but this costs life. I don't have infinite life. This is 2 life, and this only... Oh no, this one actually doesn't gain life at all. I only gain life from the sapperlings dying. So this isn't infinite, but picking up Grazer is not exactly the most exciting thing over and over. Cool. We had our priorities correct, and it paid off. I didn't just vomit removal and mana ramp. You just killed the big payoffs, because again, I think I can beat all of them. I think I can beat all of them. Witch's Cauldron? It should already be in here. Unless you're talking about the one that makes food tokens. I don't care about that one, though. I have the other one, which I think is called Witch's Cauldron as well. I don't know what it's called. But it's a cauldron. And you draw cards. I don't know what it's called. Alright, what is this? Emperor of something. Mana, blah, 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 blah. Let's play... Alright, ramp it is. Whatever you cast... Okay, that's a cool commander. That's a cool commander. I feel as though I should kill it. And I will not cast my commander, because this is better. Without the mana to use in spam, casting my commander doesn't amount to all that much anyways. Cursebound Witch? Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I got the Cauldron that draws cards. I don't want the one that makes food tokens. Enters, created, blah blah. So they have some kind of 1-mana spell, not really a surprise. Rolling Earth. Ramp spell. This works out really nice. I don't want to put any counters on the mana dork, so this works out. There's a 1-mana spell. I mean, knowing the colors my opponent is in, it's probably some dive down effect. We'll see how bad that is in the long run for us. Wait, I thought it was a treasure. Oh, it is. It just like tapped, it didn't go away. Okay, well they don't have a land, so that treasure might not amount to much. Let's do this now. I can't let my opponent untap. And casting Slimefoot is, again, not as good as just getting more lands in play. So. Oh, I could have done this at instant speed. Yeah. Could have maybe surprised my opponent with the option. I'm winning the damage race. Yeah, we can swing. I'm just ahead on board, so. Yeah, Cursebound Witch is pretty nice. Although, some drafts are not that great. They found another treasure token. That's cool. Hopefully they found a land. Okay, they did find a land. Good to see. Cling to Dust is another slow card draw engine. Imputus, this is the one that... Yeah, you heist my library, sure. There's a crap ton of removal, which is the most likely outcome, I'm sure. They got Call of the Mountain Chocobo. Cool. Never seen that card in my life. I like it. I'm going to eat it. Hopefully they kill my commander. Again, this is most likely a removal spell. There's 25 of them in my deck, so it would be ideal for them to target my commander. It would also be reasonable to target the 4/5 as well. I don't think I'm swinging? Yes, I am. Of course I am. It's a valid threat to swing. And the Saproling engine hath enabled. Alright, we're in the driver's seat. Let's go. We're doing the thing. Things are happening. Oh, it was an unearth. Unearthing a... Sure. Okay, not a removal spell. Wow. They also got something... Alright, yeah. I would have probably held on to the unearth until this died, because I feel like this is way more important than this thing. But who knows? Draw 2, create a 1/1. Sure. I like my opponent's deck a lot. I like it a lot. That is a weird attack, because I make Saprolings. Opponent agrees. I wish it would stop tapping all my black mana to cast my... activate my thing. Doop 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 doop. Well, it's not the best commander. I wouldn't say it sucks though. Am I still in swinging territory? I think so. It is a 5/6. I don't think I'm going to reanimate it. So I leave them with the... Oh no, everything dies here. Sure. Yep. That's fine. Probably not the best trade for me, but... Well, that's what I did, so... Let's... pass. 8, 9... Okay, so they really want to play 4 mana spells. That seems to be the entire premise of my opponent's deck. Very interesting. Do I draw or do I just make Saprolings? I think I just make Saprolings. Death Sprout. Interesting. I'm going to hold this for a turn cycle. One more turn cycle here. Opponent, please, play the game. Please. Well, the stream didn't start off too well, but it's slowly turning around. What's the crew on this? 2? That's annoying. What is it? When you cast a spell? It just becomes a creature when you cast a spell. You don't have to do anything. Alright, so no attack. Alright, we're making Saprolings. It's happening. It's not like there's River's Rebuke or a Cyclonic Rift, so... Necromancy? I guess I could. I did scroll past it a couple times. I think I have to kill the vehicle. I need to keep the game played on the ground, but there's still a 1 mana spell that could protect the vehicle. I'm gonna have to get through it eventually, but... Return target instant or sorcery from your spaghetti to your noodles. I think it is not worth taking 5. I think it's not worth taking 5 before I try to not take 5. Is what I was trying to say, for real. But again, there's some 1 mana spell since the beginning of this game, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it was discarded. I lost track of it. Alright, I'll take this. I'll eat the flashback. Claim to Dust has actually done stuff here. It's kind of interesting. I've also been a big fan of casting this card. I will swing at their I was about to call it a commander, but I stopped myself. Planeswalker. Okay, we can just take Terra Sunder and deal with it outside of combat. I still will swing with this, though, because I'd like to have some kind of combat situation that lets me kill stuff. And I'll play this as a land. It's almost the same, so I'll just play it as a land. Alright, commander's back in play. Draw 2. Put a counter on up to 1 target creature you control. They just didn't do that? As far as I'm to observe the game being played. Interesting. Maybe a mistake. I can't say it's that bad of a mistake, but it was looking like a mistake. Aha, we got a land on their hand. Alright, let's play you. I'll put a counter on Slime Foot. That's fine. Let's play this. And pass. Right? Yep. The game has gone on this long, and I don't really know if Necromancy would have done anything yet. Not really. Create a token as a copy of target creature. Okay, well, nothing I can do about that. What does this actually flip into? Stuff. They do swing. Alright, we did it. I think we're just gonna drain them out before they deal enough damage to kill me. And this isn't really that scary even if it flips. And it has to, like they have to actually find the spells and use the mana to do that. Or we're going to untap and make like 3 Saplings a turn here. I can only really draw one more time off this, but now I have this thing, so I don't really need this as much. But I can't recur this. I don't have like Phyrexian Unlife thing or whatever it's called. Reclamation. Alright, well, when it's not against Val or Finn, we're doing pretty good, I'd say. Oh, it can fizzle if you lose the... It says up to 1 target creature, draw 2. Yeah, if it has to target. Which it probably does, right? Yeah, upon casting it. It would be its only legal target. Yeah, that would probably stop it from working. Imagine Historic Brawl had this power level all the time. Could you imagine? Not a mana drain in sight, just people living in the moment. Long list of the Ents. Okay, they enter with counters, right? Attacks put a lore counter on each saga. Alright. You got it. You may remove a lore counter. Put a 1/1 counter for each lore. This is nuts. I haven't even conceived of this as a possible thing to do. I've never even seen this in my life. Alright. It couldn't have told you it existed. So it's a 3/3? Yep. Which means it becomes not alive. I feel kind of bad for killing that. I kind of want to see my opponent just do cool stuff, but alas, I must do cool stuff as well. Alright, fortunately I don't need another green source. What does this do? On that creature. Well, it's not a legendary, so I shall cast it down. Shall swing. Decks were more balanced around the 99 and not the commander? For the event? Like the thing we're playing right now, you're talking about? What are you talking about? Alright, get in there. Yeah, I played Long List of Ents. It took me 1,000 years to figure out how it worked. Kept breaking my brain. Am I running mediocre cards in my 99? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. You're confusing me. Confusing me greatly. Alright, this gets around Grasp gets around Zach. Put a counter on target you control with the greatest power. Okie dokie. Alright. Sapperling time. Let's go. I mean, I think the title of this stream is literally called Artisan. I think it's called Artisan. I have 6 mana? Does that change anything? Well, what am I talking about? I can't swing anyways. Alright, this is gone forever now, right? They can't, like, loop it with their thing. This now is large enough to not die to Grasp because this counter moves? Correct. Sure. I could just block that. I could also just take it. Yeah, let's just take that for now. I'm just going to take 4. I think I'm going to kill their commander again. I think we're going to kill their commander again. This doesn't give enough counters to save it. So, yeah. Make it Sapperling. We could have blocked and sacked and drew, but we could just do that next turn. It doesn't matter when I do it. This gets rid of this before my opponent gets to use... Oh, that's so good. Before they get to use... I'm not going to try to 4D chess swing with a creature. They're probably blocking it. I just don't want this to get Saga value, but killing it doesn't long-term remove it from the game or anything. This is better as a land, because it's my land for the turn anyways. There's no reason to play it as a creature. And still no attacks. This 4/4 is actually annoying. It's also indestructible for a turn cycle, so this doesn't work on it. Alright, Zach is now officially annoying. But the sagas have been sagaded. Okay, that's one of the sagas I don't care if they loop infinitely with their commander. Actually, I don't think they can now, because it would go away before they get to swing with it. Yeah, alright, so now they actually cannot have that line. That line is not available anymore. Well, that last card appears to be an instant, maybe? This makes it easy. This makes it easy. I have to do this anyways, and I don't actually lose any life when I kill this, which works out. There's a 5/5. I will pass. Oh, this is great. This is how the game is meant to be played. That's how the game is meant to be played. Shoot. You might as well swing. Actually, wait. Yeah. Yeah, it's swing, right? Okay, what'd I miss? Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Do I just gain 3? No, I need to draw something. That's exactly what I need to draw. Okay. So... land... counter... So I can let them go to their turn. Although I should... Actually, we should do this. We should do this. I also probably shouldn't, actually. No, I'll let them... Yeah, no, that's fine, that's fine. You had to mute the mic for a second. As in 5 minutes. Okay, they eat my cling to dust. I don't know how you don't put a counter on the 6/7, but okay. Can I do it again? Should I do it again? Probably. Okay. Alright, now's the time. Because I know they don't have anything in their hand. All of their sagas are gone. Oh no, they can swing. I didn't know they could swing. So never mind. Six. Say 4. Okay, I have to block it. Yep. Oh, I'm dead to the bird. I'm an idiot. I didn't see the bird could swing as well. I'm actually just an idiot. Okay, I came back and was in shambles. Alright, that's tragic. Yep. I wasn't aware of what did or didn't have summoning sickness. I wasn't paying attention. I'm an idiot. I mean, to be fair, it's not looking good regardless. but still. I threw it there at the end. Well, if I knew I was going to lose, I would have just conceded. When I had to go AFK. Not waste my opponent's time. Gonna need another swamp. Well, this is looking bad. Ugh, so boring to play against. It's so boring. This just has to go to the graveyard. Okay, I don't know why we have to think. Put me to sleep. You're playing mono red. You don't have to use your brain. Probably not winning that anyways. I don't care. I don't feel like it. Don't feel like watching my opponent LARP as if they have a thought-provoking play. Red players want to feel smart. That's all it is. Okay. What is this? Balmore. That's the... Maybe is it Blitz or something? Well, that's what it looks like so far. Wait a minute, isn't this a... Oh, this got changed? Did this get changed? Wasn't this 3? I'm confused. I thought this was a 0-3 and it made it 3. What am I looking at? I don't know what I'm looking at. Alright. Interesting. I could have swore it gave 3. Huh. You have nothing? Wow. Do I play... Yeah, we'll play this. I don't lose the game if it gets countered, and it's kind of awkward to counter this. It's actually really awkward to counter it. Okay. Oh, shoot. I played my land. Oh, oops. I meant to play the land after. Oops. Meant to play it after. I don't think a counter on an Elvish Mystic matters, though. I think these are the first counter spells I've seen. Is that true? That might be true. So, swing? I can cast this twice. Yeah, I can cast it twice. By all means, it's not like they're gonna mana drain it. It's also really slow, so I might not even care about it. Could be a burn spell. I mean, there's obviously something, right? That is not worth fighting over. Or deadly disputing, I mean. This probably means there's no counter spell, unless they just drew one. I should have tapped the Elvish Mystic. I gotta keep manually tapping this. It's worth it to not play around mana leak, because 4 toughness is annoying. And pass. Well, I could swing now. Okay. Sure. This is inside combat. Okay. Sure. You don't have to hold priority here. It keeps the hand revealed the whole time. You don't have to... Okay, they didn't kill Llanowar Elves, but this, if they did kill it, I would have gotten max punished. That's actually annoying. The one time I didn't manually tap it, they could have killed it, and I would have not been able to replay Slimefoot. It should be a 2/2, by the way. Let it be known. They should have cast this on their own turn. Yeah, they should have cast this on their own turn. This is that, like, I'm gonna end step my cantrips because everyone else does and not think about it. I should have cast it on their turn. There's a lot of reason to cast it on your turn. The heck is that? Sacrifice it, deals equal to its power equal to... Okay. Awful lot of not blitzy creatures here for a blitzy kind of deck. Well, there's no way they protect this, so I'll just kill it. Well, that was a good draw. Sure. I'm not gonna... Well, I could cast... No, we'll just pass. Yeah, we'll just pass. That's fine. Sure. That exiles it? I thought it... Wait, I thought play with fire exile. No, I'm thinking of pillage... Torch, spaghetti noodle. I'm not going to kill it right now. I want to keep the treasure token. Is there any reason to play this? Not really. I could have not cast this and used a treasure to scry. That doesn't seem great, though. Oh, yes, the old scry 2 on top. Excellent. Thought Scour is very random. In fact, I would advise not casting Thought Scour against me. That's probably not a great idea. Probably not a great idea. Okay. I suppose now we just cast? No, still, I don't really see a reason to. I don't see a reason to cast it. I'm just not going to cast it. Love to see that. Love to see that. Let's just keep having that happen, shall we? Sack an artifact, so that worked out. We have the treasure token. Definitely worth it. In fact, they probably have to counter this if they have one. The fact that all of our creatures now effectively replace themselves is very good. I will actually make this 4, because again, 4 toughness is actually annoying for a red deck here. At least I think it is, so. Correct. Yeah, this is slowly... Our hand sizes have effectively swapped places, because our resources are just replacing themselves. I think I actually will cast this. This is a map token? Sure. Yeah, we will just cast it. I also do get a land into play doing this. That has to count for something, I think. Instead of... I don't think I need the 2 forests off this, and if I do, it's quite a ways out anyways. It would be nice to just have this card for the turn... well, shoot. For the, so I could sack it, but... No such luck. I feel like that's the second time they've end-stepped a card draw spell that would have been fine to just cast on your own turn. Maybe that one's a little different, though. Okay, so we can play this. Play land. Get up there. And not swing. We could have played this first, I think, and then tapped this. I think I could have done that. But waiting a turn for this is... It's about the same. It's about the same. I might get an extra sapperling, assuming nothing goes wrong, but that's not necessarily worth it. I'm at 25 life, by the way. And it's turn, like... I don't know, 15. This is the first turn my opponent, like, untapped with their commander. And apparently it's no longer good. I don't know. I don't know what there is to think about here. Opponent, you finally have your commander in play. What's wrong? Isn't this what you wanted since turn 2? Is it no longer good enough? I don't think it's good enough anymore. Oh yeah, I took 5 damage for no reason in the last game. Oh shoot. I was on the phone, alright, I was busy. Oh no, opponent. Oh no. I don't know why you're playing in the midweek thing if you can't handle losing. The game's not even over. Well, apparently it's over. Alright. Apparently losing in a midweek event is difficult. We have to rope out. Nice. Get wrecked. Green mana, please? Oh. Can't handle the fungus. Love it. Did not expect anyone ever to concede to this, but I'll take it. We found it. I've been vindicated. Slimefoot is actually impressive. Someone scooped a Slimefoot. There you go. It's good. That means it's good. What is this? Cast a spell anywhere from other than your hand. Okay, so probably way more likely to be some kind of flying creature deck instead of blue-white control or something. I think there's better blue-white control commanders, actually. This thing. This is a 3/3? That's a 2/2. Okay, they don't have any blue mana. I don't know what to make of that. Man, don't you love it when your removal spells can get killed? Isn't that just great? Like this. Alright, now we'll never know what they were doing. The more I play, the... well... I'm wishy-washy about 1 mana dorks. I can stack them to draw cards, so they're not really that bad. But this format is not a I must play my 3 drops on turn 2. Doesn't feel like that whatsoever. So... I also want another dual-colored land. It's slow enough I can play tap lands. So it feels. Has anything not been working? No, not really. I think it seems fine. Right? Yeah, surely. Diamond Weapon is so exciting. Does it have trample? It does not have trample. Slime Against Humanity is not a permanent. Kiora? Oh yeah, Kiora's probably really good, huh? Wouldn't doubt it. They have some kind of look at the top, mill the rest card. That's my hot take here. Which would be absolutely perfect for this deck, so... Oh, no, it's not. It's just a cycler. I mean, I've seen a Modi. Kira's probably fine. Anything blue-green, you don't really have to consider thinking about anything. You just play whatever. I only have one card in my graveyard. Well, I can make it two. It's Heist. I do not care about them filling the graveyard. I'm not gonna like exile 3 cards. I don't care about the diamond weapon like that. This is funny. Yeah, let's take that. And yeah, we'll just cast this. Get rid of you. Alright, we've kind of played 2 mana sources a turn this entire game. I think it's the first time we've done that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Already off to the sapperling races. And this notably does not have trample, so... Okay, yeah. I think this is a completely unwinnable matchup unless there is something crazy that I'm not thinking of. Just because, for 4 mana, I can just cast Infinite Fogs that actually gain me... I steal a life each time. I can just chump block this for the entire game. They have to have fights, which are not a long-term solution, because I will inevitably just continuously cast this and make more sapperlings after. So this feels like a nightmare for the non-trampling 8/8 in mono green. Feels like a nightmare. Feels like a nightmare. Alright, let's try a different commander. I think I've had my fill of that. I've seen everything Slimefoot can do. And I'm not going to waste my time with an outro or anything. There's no time for such trivialities. Tatnova feels good, but again, with the Modi, same logic. There's not these crazy, insane things. I'm probably not going to play Finn throughout the course of this. I probably might play Val, because it isn't just, like, free. Like Finn is, kind of. This is a funny one, too. But what's the 5s? Why is this banned? Wait, why is it even here? Is there an uncommon version of this? Why is this here? To let us know that it's banned? Even though you can't play it anyways? Yeah, but that's aggro. That's boring. This is boring. Oh, there's Tannic. I do like me a Tannic. I don't think Tatnova's bad, no. I haven't seen it yet. I would argue it's almost the same as this. Maybe a little bit worse than Emoti, because you get, like, free spells. And if this dies, you continuously do. Whereas this does not actually work like that. I'm kind of curious what the... Okay, I'm actually curious about... What are the big things? Why is this here? These are it. This is actually it? Are you serious? That is it in the entire game. That's all we have. Wait. I had commanders lit up. I'm an idiot. Alright, don't listen to me. There we go. This feels way more reasonable. I was about to say that can't possibly be all the big things in the game. That doesn't make sense. Cormella? Is it... Wait. What's the combo with Cormella? I don't know the combo. Ooh, Godpharaoh's statue actually kind of sucks. Both players are getting to 1,000,000 mana here, so. Rocco into the Val combo? You'd have to cast Rocco twice? And neither combo piece would have to die? It's not bad. I mean, you only have to have... Does that change anything, though? No, it doesn't really matter, does it? You actually lose access to... No, you don't. Never mind. Don't listen to me. You know what? Let's think about it more. Is there a way to like specify an artisan deck? There probably is. I'm just lazy. Like, it doesn't matter which one's the commander. If you put this here, then you still have to... Like, no matter what sequence, one of them has to be drawn from your deck, unless you cast this twice, and neither of these has died since then. What if... What if you just played Val honestly with a combo potential? Which is kind of what it does anyways, honestly. Oh, that's not true, no. There are infinite tutor effects that Val doesn't have to play honest games. It doesn't care about its ability. Can't settle for 2. Could settle for... No, it's hard to settle for 3. Perilous Iteration is huge. What about you? Faithless Hunter. Are they both elves? Elf Cleric. Elf Druid. So if we keep the elves at the highest... This is another spot. Another card. This is an actual another card as well. Oh, that's funny. That's so funny. Wait a minute. Seek a creature. I suppose this works. It's very slow. But if I have a low creature count, I don't have to spam it. This costs 5 mana with 3 land types. Is that actually a thing? Can discard a 2-mana card for this card to find, well, another 2-mana card. Okay. Path of Exile. Wait, what? What? Oh yeah, we got the weird one. Path to Exile. That's crazy. Too bad it's still bad. It's a shame if it were to not give your opponent free stuff. This might actually work, which is weird. Maybe it's not that weird. So ideally, I don't add another elf. And I don't have another creature type that's more dense than elf. And we should be fine. I mean, this chunk of cards here is enough for me already to feel like this is fine. Just this chunk of cards right here. Surveil, gain life. What's the other thing? No, wait. What do we have for discover? Investigate? Whoop, that's not... Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. No, this can hit Rocco. I don't want to do that. Well, it just goes to your hand if it does. Maybe right now, but I don't think that's gonna stick around in the long run. All the Scry lands, which... Oh, there's only one, huh? Dang it. I'm not gonna play the other ones. I'm not gonna play the other ones. Broker, Cab. That one, that one. Naya can play all five, I think? Yeah, Naya can play all five, because all of them have a combination of forest, mountain, plains. Right? Jund, Naya, Bant, Grixis, Esper. Yep. Just kind of randomly works out. Any creature that gains life, like one of these. I want to avoid these kinds of cards, though. Could probably play the one that is difficult to actually actively kill, I guess. Oh yeah, there's swords. Soul Warden is interesting. Maybe just a couple of these. Atrax's Fall. Soul Stealer. Well, technically does it. So, the damage spells that draw, Prophecy, Spite. I don't think Tannic will be drawing in a deck like this. There's the Surveil upon dying thing, this thing. It surveilling on death is... Oh, there's a second one. I thought only one of them did it. Okay. Oh, there's 3? What is happening? What is going on? Human has outnumbered elf, which means the thing isn't working anymore. Which I can't say I'm a fan of that not working. So, alright, I said no to that anyways. I just don't like it. And probably don't need these. I would argue I don't need them. Yeah. Does that keep me good? Cleric and Elf, but I think all the clerics... Actually, having a perfect tie with Cleric and Elf increases the chance of finding this with Faithless Agent. That's a hard thing to juggle, though. Oh, no, not necessarily, because then it adds other things into the pool, like Soul Warden. This is not necessarily true. Is this a Cleric? Oh, it is, huh? Alright, well, between that and Soul Warden, I think Soul Warden's the easy one. Why is this a human? Why is it a Cleric? Ugh. I think it's active deck. Yeah. It doesn't care about your starting deck. So if I've drawn something, like I can kind of figure out when I could increase the chances of it working. Do I want mana dorks and stuff? I feel like the combo is pretty cheap, and I don't have an expensive deck to begin with, so kind of not really. I don't know if I need mana dorks. It'd be kind of a hassle to juggle the creature type doing that. Like Llanowar Elf is an elf, so not ideal. Auras, instants, sorceries. I probably want 1 minute protection spells. Yeah, lead stampede, stuff like that. I don't hate humiliation. I think this actually annoys a fair amount of commanders that I could see myself playing against. Unwanted Remake seems pretty good in this format, actually. Chain Lightning. Flame Slash. Yeah, Faithless Looting. Just to find cards. I don't need card advantage in this kind of deck. What version of Lightning Bolt do we have that's not a rare? I don't even know. Strangle? Shove? A Braid? A whole bunch of different draw discards as well. Defense. Yeah, Impulse is actually good. Especially if I... Basically every creature in the deck has something to do with the combo, so... Lightning Greaves? Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I can't say it's wrong. Safekeeping, Snake. Reanimate spell like Recommission. Helping Hand. I don't need too many of this effect, I don't think. Jolted Await is power or mana value? Mana value. Okay, that's fine too. 5 of them? Yeah, that seems a little steep. 5 might be too many. But it's okay. How many cards actually give Shroud? 5. Oh, wait, this doesn't. Yeah, we have Lightning Greaves now. I like me a Lightning Greaves. Not too concerned about the mana. We do have a lot of multicolored lands just because I have to play the ones that gain life, so mana base is fine. I could even play more of them as well. Wait, what's the... This surveils? No, this thing. Yeah, Dig Site surveil spams. We'll play Dig Site. We have the Scry one and the Surveil one that can continuously activate. I like that. And... So, look at the top... This is the top 4. It's pretty not great. Top 5. Top 5. Top 3? Yeah, I don't think Lightning Greaves is changing anything in Historic Brawl. People just like it. It's like the Jitte thing, where Umezawa's Jitte. It's like, oh, we need to unban it, or no, keep it banned. It's so good. They can't. The 1 mana Jitte is like, look at it. Look how better the old one is, and then if you play Umezawa Jitte, you realize it's actually just really bad. It doesn't play well at all into the current modern meta, the current legacy meta, the current historic brawl disaster. Now the creature type's still okay. Have I messed it up? I have not. Okay. We're balancing on a knife's edge, but this is working. It is working. Are there more surveil cards that are a good idea? This works technically, but it is a human. Don't want that. I own all the surveil cards? Rip. Oh, there's surveil lands. I thought there was only scry ones. I didn't know that. Apparently they're new. Oh, wow. Oh, that's so cool. Well, there you go. Recruiter? Is that the 1 mana one? No, it's not. You can spam it. It's any creature, yeah. Haven't seen that card in years. I don't know what Arcanum Wings is. Apparently it doesn't exist. You've lied to me. No, I already have this effect. In the form of this is kind of lame. Although it lets me recast Rocco, which doesn't do anything, actually, so it doesn't matter. Does it? Oh, it does. Yeah, it does. Look at that. Oh, but it's a human. Alright, so I've lost Faceless Agent again. I won't tolerate that. I won't tolerate that. Let's not play Officer. It's a future card with the keyword aura swap? Huh? Words. Speaking of auras, there's a... Sheltered by Ghosts, Ossification, Punishment. By the time I finish this deck, I can't even... I don't have time to play it. That's okay, though. I really don't think I want mana ramp. I feel like the games are going to last long enough that mana ramp is not part of the equation. Stroke of Midnight, draw cards. I think the Tormenting Voice effects are fine. I actually think Cathartic Reunion is fine, too. Oh, Valakut Awakening is a uncommon? Oh, wow. That's awesome. That's just like more Harmonize? Ooh. It's a Final Fantasy Harmonize, I guess. Wait, yeah, that was Final Fantasy, right? I think. Discard one, draw two. It's just another one of those. Sure. What does this do? Huh. Sunset Revelry is actually solid. You and target opponent both draw 3. Not too bad, but I don't think it's necessary. Symmetrical effects have to be used under very, very specific circumstances. There's Tormenting Voice. Maybe not the big ones. Archive is funny. There's the Seek thing, like you can use this to find a 2, and a fair amount of the 2s work, but there's also a fair amount of the 2s that do not work. Selfless Savior is a dog? That works. I think I'm taking out Soul Warden. It helps tremendously with the creature type situation. I have 5 reanimate spells in here, so that's probably too many. Is Exercise a... There it is. Glasket? One Hair Apparent? Really send a message? Reprobate? Reprobation? What's it called? Alright. There we go. Val in Artisan combo looks like this. This is hilarious to me. So, yep, let's see. I don't know. Let's see. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it for at least a little bit, but I probably can't try it that long. Put more effort into it tomorrow. Well, yep. So, no matter what, this must be used. I do need to draw something. Can I get just a white with this one, I think? Yeah. I need a green source. Opponent, that's not the same as mine. We will play... Oh, wow, it's straight up just Margit. Wow. Not casting it. Really? Still need green mana. Come on. So I'm gonna blow this up now. And then I'm gonna swing. Sure. I mean, the only thing I can do is recast my commander, so if they kill it, that's all there is to do, sure. Flame Slash, does that change anything? Not really, no. I don't care about my opponent's thing over there, so... How do you not cast your commander? That's weird. Yeah, Rocco with 2 combos, that seems interesting. Can I please find a green mana? Rocco can do a bunch of random stuff. Let's just play this card. Doesn't seem worthwhile to interact with, so... Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. There's an argument to killing my own commander in that spot. I do kind of need to somehow actually get my commander back, so... Okay. This is green spam, which is tragic. Because I only have one green mana. Mother of Runes has to be dealt with, so I guess I'll put Mother of Runes in play. They have to do something about it. Of course they do, why wouldn't they? Of course I draw nothing. Well, that sure was a game, I guess. Okay, you got it. Nice infinite Frogifies. I had to blow up my own creature, which probably wasn't... Well, we knew it wasn't going to get there, so whatever. Infinite answers. We have protection spells we could have drawn, too. But, nope. Not allowed. Not when we're playing. This is a 2/3? Okay, Valakut's pretty interesting. Sort of. Interesting, my opponent did not attack me. I probably would have at least maybe attacked. I'm not going to attack them. Chain Lightning might not get copied. Well, I could only cast it really when they Doesn't get copied. I need another red source, but I don't want to play the Valakut, so... I can turn one of these into a 2-mana card with... How many 3-mana cards do I have? Can Rocco be guaranteed with this card? I don't think so. I'm still gonna do that. Lead the Stampede. Not what I wanted whatsoever. Okay, that's a card, I guess. Look at the top 5 creature. I mean, might as well take more of that as I can get it. I don't know. We are seeing a lot of cards. Power equal to the number of creatures you control. That's not ideal. Being at 30 is not a long-lasting situation, let me tell you. It is not a long-lasting situation. We need to kill the 9/3. Although it's kind of the same as just killing this, actually. Yeah, alright, I gotta kill that. Fine. And pass. It doesn't have haste, so... I don't know what's different this turn from last turn? You were willing to not cast that? I don't know. Let's do this. Get rid of Shove Aside? No, we get rid of that. Okay, creature. Nope. I don't know if this matters, but I'm gonna try it. Apparently my opponent doesn't want me to do that. Well, he could have just killed the Lightning Greaves. That doesn't make any sense. Let's put this on that. It would be weird to think that simply the 2/3 was holding back all of that. Okay, they don't swing. What's the bottom of my deck? Okay, shuffling makes things worse, but I might have to just cast my cards here. Well, no matter what, I'm doing this. And pass. They cannot recast their commander currently? Okay. Okay, suddenly it's worth attacking. I don't know what is different this turn from all the other turns, but I would have been attacking 20 years ago. Doesn't quite matter what I block. I don't even have to actually block with that card. Selfless Savior. Okay. Why wouldn't you do that after... Okay, well. Should have done that first. I draw nothing, as is tradition. I would have died 20 years ago if my opponent thought about it for half a second. But it looks like I'm going to die anyways. Tamio safekeeping. Amazing. Okay, well, yeah, this combo deck kinda doesn't get there consistently enough. That's the vibe I'm getting. Of course, when we played against it, it just got there perfectly, but when we play it, no, there's actually no way you ever get there. It's just not allowed. No sirree. Only when your opponents are playing it can they have it. The one game you played against it is the one game they had it. That's just how it works, right? Apparently. Let's tap man. What is this? Black green stuff. My opponent. If we're gonna ask why my opponent did things, we'd be here for quite a while. We'd be here for quite a while. They did a lot of things that I don't think make a lot of sense, but it didn't matter. It did not matter. Not one bit. Yeah, Bordos, no think. We play 1/1s till opponent dead. Oh, look at that. Can't even kill anything. Amazing. Is that a... No, that doesn't work. That does not work. Okay, that was a good draw. Well, maybe. Opponent apparently doesn't have the attack all button. Alright, it didn't work out, because why would it? Let's play Mother of Runes, I think? Yep. I can play this next turn. Or I could actually just get rid of it. Yeah, we could just get rid of it with Fire Prophecy. That's probably about the same. Whenever you put a counter, that many... Wait, what? Okay. Well, I'll get rid of that card. Get rid of that one. Okay, that's not ideal. Also not ideal. Trample? Okay, let's cast that. You can cast my whole hand here. I don't see a reason to seek for a 1-drop with the axe. So, Flame Slash, does that do anything? It kind of does stuff, but we don't have, like, the time for a card like that to really matter, in my opinion. So I'm not even going to bother. I have no cards in my hand. I'm in top deck mode, and there's one card I'm after my entire deck, so I'm going to say this strategy just doesn't work in Historic Artisan. That's my take. There's no reason not to tap Mother Runes. They didn't stop me from... Like, they didn't kill it. So I'm gonna just use it. There's no reason to not use it here. Oh, alright, sure. Interesting. Snakeskin Veil. So I can make them lose their commander in blocking, I guess? They could just recast it, though. They could just simply recast it, so I don't really know what that accomplishes. Yeah, they could just recast it. And they probably will, right? Yeah, why would I... There's no reason to attempt that trade. Doesn't really do anything. Might as well use it here. Wow, really? I'm chumping this. I'm never letting me... Yep, this is why you should never let me, hit you. Or just chump it. Just should have chumped it. Alright, we won. We got there. I think I could have... No, I only had one white source. Only had one white source. Alright, we got there. No, they didn't have to take it. They would have to chump block every turn, but that's more time than they got by not blocking it. But yeah, all in all, I don't think this combo strategy works out too well. I mean... well, to be fair, we didn't play a ton of games to finally actually win with it. It didn't take that long, so the sample size is pretty small. And we did get there. Better mulligan decisions might help. More defensive options. I wonder if you could play fog effects to simply just buy time. It might just be viable. I don't know. But, I don't know. Of course, the one time I played against it is the one time it won with the combo. Through, like, a wall of removal. Because why wouldn't it, right? But playing it ourselves, I can see why it's not all over the place. So... what's the other combo? Someone said it. Basking, Brood-Scale, and Rosie? You know what? I should have read those before just clicking them in. So... enters food. Whenever you create a token, put a counter on a creature. Other than this. And then basking is... whenever counter is put on this, make a 0/1. So you make infinite 0/1s, and you also make this giant, but it doesn't have trample or anything. It's kind of cool. It's not a win the game combo, but I suppose you could now just put Val in the deck and Rocco here. And then just play into whatever combo piece you find yourself having in a game. Is there any infinite colorless LOL cards? Oh yeah, Scurry Oak. That's right. I knew there was a different one. Scurry Oak is the one with Heliod and like Soul Warden or whatever. So that works as well. Doesn't hurt to put more combo pieces in. And it actually makes 1/1s, correct? It's actually... slightly better there, I'd say. What is the infinite... like, what can we do with infinite colorless? That's the question. I'm not going to play this deck. I am over it, but... something to think about for next time. Maybe. I don't know. I might not play this again anyways. I want to play a bunch of other stuff. Exercise didn't work out too well. I can... just not be in here. We got color screwed a couple times. We are in green without any kind of like ramp. Oh yeah, infinite life with a Soul Warden effect. That in fact would do it. That's correct. This has to be legendary. You can't just play whatever you want. My favorite mono green commander has been Jade Mage. I love Jade Mage. So cool. Fine. It's a land. It does the thing. What? Why do I not have any cards? Why do I not have cards, I swear? Good grief. Oh, I do have it. I'm just stupid. Oh, so it deals infinite damage to your opponent. Sure. It's a Devil Citizen. You're turning a 2-card combo into a 3-card combo, which I would just not ever, ever, ever do. So I would probably not play that. If you need 3 cards for a combo, that is something you shouldn't even try. But you can play like Soul Warden and have it actually do something in the meantime. So that one's fine, but that one, that's not playing that. Alright. I'm over that one. I'm over it. Maybe we'll do a really fast outro of this deck, and then I'm done for the day. So, okay, so I played this today, and then some goofy combo thing, which is unreliable. There is the Finn Poison Counter Death Touch commander that is probably just like the most boring thing in the universe, and it is almost exactly the same deck in normal Historic Brawl. Therefore, it's probably just the best deck because it doesn't really lose anything. I'm sure it loses some cards. I don't care to look into it. I won't be playing it. I think it's just extremely uninteresting and boring. But that is something to be aware of. I've only seen it once. I did only see it once. And I actually had the cards in my deck to deal with it. I just didn't draw any. I drew 1,000 lands, and I mean, look at the absolute wall of removal. Like, I'm so incidentally prepared for that matchup, but I didn't draw any of this, because why would I? And then there's the Val combo with Thalessa, but there's almost no ways to actually find that card consistently in your deck, right? If Rocco's in the command zone, I suppose you could play the Rosy Cotton Basking Broodscale Scurry Oak kind of combo thing in the deck. And then this can help you find the opposing tool of a combo piece that you didn't naturally draw. Like, oh, I drew Val, now I can find the other piece, or I drew Rosie, not Roxanne. Not in this format. And then I can play Scurry Oak with this. So it gives you more options, I think. And I think this is just more interesting than playing Val in the command zone anyways, so I like this. It does make Lightning Greaves a bit awkward. You can't exactly target one of your combo pieces if this is what you're trying to do. Gaining infinite life is something you could do with the Basking thing, or infinite damage as well with one of those cards. Faceless Agent is hard to juggle, so that it always finds a combo piece, especially with this iteration. In fact, I just haven't even considered what the creature type is with this now. But this is one of your few straight up tutors for a combo piece, so it would be ideal to at least have your, creature types care about the actual combo creatures, so that this cares to do that every time. And yeah, but it's inconsistent. It is radically... It's missing all of the cards that you would normally play in Val to combo on turn 4 or 5 consistently in Historic. So I wouldn't really recommend that one there. But who knows, maybe the Rocco thing is better. I'm just not going to play that right now. This is fun. I mean, this is one of my favorite things to do. It went through quite a change there. All the fun, cool cards I wanted to play just didn't do anything, because the first 2 opponents I played against, funny enough, was Finn and Val. Both of which just had everything they needed. Val had the combo, because of course it did. It took me 1,000 games to do it, but, the one time I played against it, it had it. I like this. You could probably even play less lands. This format is very, very, very slow. Unless it's, I guess, against Finn or whatever. There's a couple red decks, I think. There's the Arax, whatever, that was around. But, I don't know, I haven't played enough to give a strong opinion of what is really going on with this format. I'm going to have to play more of it, and I will. I don't know what I'm going to play, though. But stick around. We'll find out together.